Okay, and this is very odd. Like, it was asking for a product key, and it said it was invalid, and now it's not asking me for it. I guess because Windows 7 didn't activate, and like I said, I had to do the automated thing because apparently it's thinking it's not the right version of Windows when it clearly is. And now it's installing Windows 10. I told it not to keep anything. Anyways, I can't do much filming right now, and I apologize if I end up skipping some things off camera. It's because my battery's low. And I will see y'all once Windows 10 is installed. Alright, sometime later, and Windows 10 is installed. Now I gotta, of course, hit a driver installation, because, yeah, I'm gonna do that and then get Windows up to date. So I'm probably gonna finish up all this installation stuff off video, and I'll come back once it's all said and done. Alright, a couple hours later, I do pretty much got everything all set up and ready. I had some technical issues earlier to where I had to force restart the computer by hitting the restart button at the bottom below the power button, because for whatever reason I had no video response. I guess from installing the driver or something from Windows Update. So, and everything looks to be okay now. I'm gonna keep checking for updates to make sure everything's all up to date, and then yeah, and it looks like everything's up to date. I don't know, maybe that video driver had some issues installing or what. That's pretty much it, everybody. I did put Google Chrome on here instead of Firefox, because I figured my nephew was going to be using that anyway. I just showed my email there. Apologize. I can already tell Microsoft this is not up to date. I can already tell. Yeah, it's supposed to look a lot different. It will update, don't worry. Well, anyways, everybody, that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm sorry that there was some roadblocks every now and then from earlier. There is just some minor issues I'm having, such as the during post it has a delay checking for IDE drives. I think it is just a simple connection issue. But yeah. Alright, well, hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Yep, and see, yep. 21 updates, I called it. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Peace. Having some issues here apparently, so it's doing that crap where it's having delay detecting the IDE drives again, and disaster strikes. Something's definitely got a short somewhere. Because watch, it's thinking that it's there, but it's oh goodness. Yep. Disaster strikes. This light, that disk light is solid lead. I don't know what's going on. I moved the SATA port to the SATA 2. Or I'm sorry, SATA. Yeah, I was right, SATA 2. I think it's some connection issue going on here. And it threw a blue screen right before I started recording, so I might just have to scrap this SSD drive. It works, but it's not. Apparently for this computer, it's not reliable. Let me just figure something out. Alright, I switch wires around a little bit. Let's see if that did anything. Probably not going to do any good. Nope, I can tell that. Well, sometimes if you shake the computer a little bit, it'll detect it. And in this case, it's not. That light is solid lit. Disaster strikes. This is just going great, isn't it? Yep. Unless I just messed up the SSD drive, which I doubt it. Not sure. Let me figure something else out. And I'll be back. Okay, I changed the drive to a different location. It's way up here now, as you can see. And I put the SATA powered for the drive that was to the CD drive down here, and I moved that. Yeah, you can see right there the cable run to that CD drive from the Molex to SATA power. Anyways, I plugged it back in. See what happens. Yeah, power. It's probably going to be no change. Yep. Still no change. That's very odd. It's very, very odd. Guessing maybe the SATA cable's bad. Guess I could try changing the SATA cable, because it's not detecting it at all. Yeah. Disk boot failure. Alright, let me think of something else. Alright, so I swapped the SATA cables around. The red one is going to the CD drive. Orange one's going to the SSD drive. It's all hooked up. See what happens. And here we go. Same result, I'm guessing. Yeah. So it's still thinking it's... Tell you what I think it's doing. I think it's thinking that it's a HDD drive when it's clearly not. It's trying to detect it, but it fails. It's thinking it's not recognizing it for whatever reason. Unless I messed up the SSD drive, which I doubt it. See, it says none. You see that? Showing none. It's not that one. It's going to be under something else. Not that. Channel 2, I believe it is. Yeah. Like, it just won't detect it. I don't know why. It should. But if I try changing something else, it might. It's access mode. If I try changing that, it'd probably mess something up. Like, it just, like I said, it won't detect it. I don't know why. And it was working just fine earlier. There's nothing on that. And definitely nothing on this neither. really don't understand. I mean, if there's any settings y'all can... If there's any settings that you think would help me out, then comment down below, because I'm sure not seeing anything. Yeah. I really don't know what else to do now. Even though I shouldn't have powered it off while I was checking for HDD drives, but... Alright. Alright, so I took the screws off what I had it mounted with. I'm going to move them to the side and see if that does anything. If not, I'm going to have to call it. If this doesn't fix it, then I'll have to call it and I work on it some other time. See what happens. Yeah, still no change in that light. Disc light solid lit. It was working just fine. But then all of a sudden, boom. I'm pretty sure the drive is fine. It's just this computer does not like SSD drives. So I just went to shut it down and turn it back on, and then next thing you know, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to call it a night for I'm gonna have to call it for tonight and work on it again some other time. I mean, like I said, it worked just fine, but then disaster strikes. But like I said, it's probably not the drive's fault. It's I can't really blame the drive. It's probably this computer is not new enough to handle SSD drives. But yeah. Alright, I'll have to work on it again tomorrow or whatever. So thanks for watching and peace. Alright everyone, it's the next day here. And where we last left off, it was not recognizing the SSD drive. I might just have to give up on this SSD upgrade and just stick with the HDD after all. So we're going to go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. Again, a minor spark there. I don't know if you saw it. That's just normal for this computer. Because the USB ports stay powered whenever the computer's off. And I think the Ethernet stays powered too, I'm not sure. But I'm probably not going to be able to work on this too long because there's lightning and thunder in the area, and I don't have this hooked up to a uninterruptible power supply. I can definitely hear thunder, so I probably won't work on this too long. See what happens. Have it on HDMI. Can't even speak. HDMI 3. There's post. And like I said, it's trying to recognize the drive, but it doesn't see it. The hard drive light is solid lit. Unless I really messed up. Oh, it detected it. Look at that. Did y'all just see that? Well, what was that all about? So, SSD drives. It does work, but it has some issues to where it doesn't detect it. But now it seems to work. Well, last time it detected it, it immediately threw a blue screen. And then it would not detect the drive on the BIOS and the post. But yeah, it seems to work so far. So it seems to work so far today. But it has issues to where if I go to shut it down or restart it, it just won't detect the drive. So like I said, it works, but it's not. It's got issues every now and then. Again, it says Realtek digital output because I don't have speakers hooked up and the front audio panel's still dead. I might try to work on that. Maybe there might be some dust around the wires that I probably need to clean. And it's got all my stuff on the left there, as you can see. That's just because that's because of OneDrive. So it's like on my laptop, but not really. I'd have to have OneDrive open to view all this. I put Google Chrome instead of Firefox because I think my nephew's going to use this anyway. Google Chrome anyway. I don't know if you can hear the thunder in the background or not. And I can unpin that. Roblox. Even though I don't have the Roblox player installed. Not that it really matters at the moment. Because my nephew claims he's got all his games on external drive. Anyway, so. But here's the only change I just made. I moved the SSD. You see it's hanging right there. There might be some connection issues, is what my only guess is. But I bet you if I go to shut it down and turn it back on, it won't detect the drive. Yeah, it's working so far today. Even though, like I said, it claims that if I go to open up disk defragmented optimized drives, which is basically disk defragmenter, it claims it's an HDD drive when it's clearly not. I don't know why it's thinking it's a HDD drive. But like I've said, this computer may not be new enough to really support SSDs, which I can understand the reason why. CD drives, yeah, CD drive still works. That's a good sign. I bet you if I just leave that SSD drive unmounted, which I really would hate to leave it unmounted, it would work just fine. And I had this really weird bug to where the Wi-Fi kept disconnecting for no reason. I had to load an older driver version of it from right here. And also the audio driver, it was not showing the Realtek audio manager on control panel, so therefore I had to load an older version, which is it claims it's all more optimal, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, seems to work just fine. I know the screen's a little too small. I do understand that. Yeah, that's just how it is. I think the HDD drive had a little bigger resolution. Oops, somebody's calling me. Just a minute. Alright, apologize there. I had a video call for a little bit, so I'm back. Seems to work fine today, but I'm gonna do something here. So let's say I gotta shut it down. Watch how quickly it shuts down. Boom! Well, not yet. Yeah, just like that, it shuts down really quick. I could do a side-by-side comparison with the HDD drive that's still sitting over there. So, like I said, it does work, but there can be some issues where it either has a delay detecting the drive or it doesn't recognize it. Well, let me rephrase that. It has a delay recognizing the drive, or it doesn't recognize it at all. But I'm gonna turn it back on again, and let's see what happens. Obviously, it's got some bug. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, it detected it again, so that's good. All right, so maybe the bug, maybe that's what it was wrong with it. It was mounted. So now I've figured out the problem. If I leave it unmounted, it works just fine, which I don't understand. Could be maybe the metal could be interfering with it or something. Or probably because I don't have a bracket put on it, because it didn't come with no bracket kit at all. That could be the problem. The metal might have just been interfering with it. But it's working just fine. Huh, that's kind of odd though. Alright, but there's too much thunder in that area. I'm gonna probably have to shut this down, but it seems to work okay now when I leave it unmounted. Even though it's not recommended to leave it hanging like that, I guess I'm gonna have no other choice but to do that. But it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so it's back up in business now. This is very odd. But it is what it is. Alright everyone, well I'll update y'all in the future if something else does happen. I gotta sit down and edit this video now. It's very long. Well, probably not this part's not very long like the other one. But I'll see. Thanks so much for watching everyone. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Turn on the bell and set it to all. That way you'll know every video is posted. And we will see y'all next time. Peace.